Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to VidaneTV. A little bit more short track racing here on a Wednesday night. It is great to be back here at Slinger Raceway for the Turn 4 podcast Winter iRacing League. You can see just how tiny this quarter-mile racetrack is. We were just here last night with the RBR Maritime Group, and they put on an absolute banger. Just taking a look at the all the drivers that took practice. We'll show this graphic first because we just have to take a peek here at how many drivers came out to try and attempt this field. There are a bunch of cars that are going to be going home here tonight. They can take a look at the practice results, and you can follow along by scanning that QR code or visiting vidane.tv/scoring to get the wingnut production timing and scoring on your mobile device on your screen. However, you may want to get that set up, but you can just see the absolute list of drivers that were here. Over 30 cars, 32 cars to be exact, battling it out for 24 spots here at Slinger Speedway. And we saw last night that it is going to be an absolute banger with that many cars on this short of a racetrack. There you can see the starting lineup. Dead heat up front. Look at that. Tony Quadros and Dylan Zulo going to roll off P1 and 2. Aaron Thompson going to roll off P3. Keelan Tabor, Skylar Shippey going to roll off P5. Colin Penn going to roll off P6. We turn the page. Nate Wenzel, DJ Gerard, JD Stockwell, Colton Martin, Justin Prescott, Paul McCorby. Lots of big names in this field here as we've already, I believe, gotten the one to go. The pace car going to take that hard right-hand turn here at Slinger Speedway. Get out of the way, get out of the safety of pit road while these drivers do laps for 75 laps, brought to you by Busheys Generators, and we are green, and we're already 3 wide for the lead. How about that? They sorted it all out. The 12 car going to slide on back into second. That's Tony Quadros. 16 car of Dylan Zulo going to move into the lead. That's a good looking street stock there up in the front of the road. Gaggle of cars in behind them, second, third, fourth, fifth on back. And there you see 75 laps on the docket tonight. No heat races, nothing like that matter. You get in, you get qualified. We take the top 24 times, we throw them into the feature, and we let them dig. There you see a new quick time for Dylan Zulo, 12.339 up in the front. And we made mention last time we were here at Slinger Raceway, that clean air is going to be a big thing that you're going to have to deal with throughout the evening here. And that's going to be something you're going to want to deal with throughout the evening. You can see the front 4, 5, 6 drivers all have, in fact, sorted out single file. The SimQ 03 machine has a mirror full of that number 74 of Keegan Tabor back in behind. There you can see the 52 of Colin Penn. DJ Gerard, the lone Ford in the field, the only Mustang in the field here tonight. The double out of DJ Gerard getting on down underneath the 52 car. Aaron Thompson now with a new quick time, 12.196. Biggest action on the racetrack right here. A lot of side-by-side beating and banging. This is street stock racing, folks. This is short track racing at its absolute finest. It's a little 3-wide action for you. They held that for about a lap or two. They're going to drop it back on down to 2 wide with 68 laps to go. Up front still, Dylan Zulo holding on to it, and they're still racing hard back here for the second half of the top 10. Drivers are trying to hold on to that top 10 spot. Some drivers trying to break their way in to the top 10 for the very first time this evening. About a half a second gap up front from first on back to second, another 3/10 back to third, and fourth and fifth just a little bit further on back there as well. Here is the intense action on the track. It's still that bottom half there of the top 10, and you can see a little onboard shot now with Colin Penn just really sawing on that wheel, really holding the pretty wheel, making sure he gets that thing down up in there. You can see bouncing off the rev limiter. Great shot there from Speedy there right behind the flag stand as these cars come thundering on down. We made the joke last night with Ashton Reiki and the RBR Maritime Group. We could almost do the entire race here from the speed shot. It's that small of a racetrack, quarter mile here at Slinger Speedway. First time we were here was last night. We saw a great race, and we are seeing some great racing action here as well. How about the lap traffic, though, that Dylan Zulo is getting ready to get into? You can see he is caught up now to the tail end of the field, and it's really given an opportunity for the 12 car to try and cut some of that space down just a little bit. You can see 6-7 car lengths there between the 16 and the 12. That is, in fact, for position. But you can see coming up on lap traffic now, we take a quick peek here on board with our leader, Dylan Zulo, and you can see 12.60, 12.69, going to cross the stripe here for lap 103. That is inaccurate. We're not on lap 103. I'm not sure why that's doing that, but in any sense, relatively consistent there for Zulo, and he's doing a great job getting down underneath these cars on the bottom side of the racetrack. You can see the 35 trying to tack on and maybe learn a thing or two to try and get around this racetrack just a little bit better, but to no avail. The 16 of Zulo going to keep pulling on away, and you can see the rest of the field on in behind as we work lap number 18. Everybody going to get a low of that lap machine here. 24 cars started, 22 currently still on the lead lap with 57 laps to go. The Bushy Generators 75 here at Slinger. 53 laps to go. Dylan Zulo still running away with this one, able to get through the lap traffic in a very, very big way. You can see right now the rest of the field struggling just a bit. 1.2 seconds the gap on back to that second place driver, Tony Quadros, having to go through the lap traffic here as well. But once the drivers kind of get past and they lose that lap, they kind of see that they want to get up towards the front a little bit further, try and stay on that, stay close to being the first car one lap down to try and get hooked up with a free pass later on down the road. Taking a quick peek here at the most positions gained, Jeremy Fraser in this 37 car is up 8 spots. Jimmy DeCourcy up 5 spots. Mike Countermarsh up 5 spots as well. Kyle Buck up 4. Nate Wenzel and Dominique Lafleur, they're both up 2 spots. And you can see a couple other drivers, Dylan Zula, Aaron Thompson, Skylar Shippey, DJ Gerard, all up a spot each. So a little bit of movement here at Slinger between this group and last night's group of the RBR Maritime group. One of the things we heard about quite often throughout the garage area was this place was very, very hard to pass at, just because it's so narrow, because there aren't too many lanes around this place, and it's very, very short. As you can see, Barney on the flag stand taking a peek down at the action, and man, oh man, a great onboard shot there from our leader, Dylan Zulo. This is the biggest action on the pack, as these drivers trying to stay on the lead lap, trying to stay up in front of our leaders, make sure they don't go down a lap here at Slinger, because like we said, contact, the 6 car down and around. That's going to be Mike Countermarsh down and around. I believe we stay green. Caution flag is, in fact, going to fly for the first time here tonight, and we'll see if we can back that up on the old instant replay box here, and we're getting pretty good with this little box here. We'll get it all sorted out for sure, but there you see, contact from the leader, up into the back of the butt kicker, number 6, sends him on down around into the inside lane here. Caution flag going to fly on lap number 32. So we did make mention, or we haven't made mention, but we did see on the loading graphic on the way in to the track here tonight, these drivers do have 1 set of tires, count them, 1 set of stickers down on the safety of pit road, and that pit road is going to be on the outside of turn number 3 and 4. So we will take a peek and see if any of these drivers are going to come on down and take some of those tires. There you can see a couple of takers already there on pit road to see if they can get their cars worked on a little bit. Maybe they'll snag a set of those sticker tires. There's a great shot there of the exit of pit road, watching the cars move on through the shot there on the right-hand side of your screen. Got to give a shout-out to everybody watching here tonight. We're live all over the internet. We're live all winter long, 4 shows a week throughout the month of March. I don't know what I was thinking when I built the schedule here, but hey, we're all for it because we got a lot of stuff going on in the sim racing world as well as the real racing world. Tomorrow night, NEP Super Truck Series coming on back to us for some Thursday night thunder, and then Monday night, we don't take the weekend off here at Showtime. We'll be over at Virginia International Raceway as we're going to be working the U.S. Legends Tour event, the NX Road Course World Finals, I believe is the official title, as we get doubled up there on the front straightaway. The pace car snuck off, and we go green. Green flag racing once again here at Slinger. Great start from the 16. Aaron Thompson, new second place. Skylar Shippey up to third. Tony Quadros going to slide all the way on back to the fourth position, stuck on the outside, but we did in fact see that the high side came in rather well last night as we got a little bit more rubber buildup on the racetrack, but we will see indeed if it does come in here. With 39 laps to go, caution flag going to fly. There comes the pace truck from up top, and looks like we got a couple of drivers, one driver in particular, Colton Martin, up into the fence. We'll take a look at that U-House Racing Designs instant replay. There you can see a little bit of contact, it looked like, and a little bit more contact. Drivers trying to hold on to it. 52 gets a piece of it there. 3 car gets a little bit of a skosh. A couple of drivers playing some bumper cars. There goes the front nose cover of the 4 car. So definitely could have been a whole lot worse. Could have been a whole lot better, but drivers able to grab a gear and roll on away for this one. So lap 39 in the books as the drivers go through our standard shot here, and man, it's been a heck of a race. Hasn't been too crazy much action up front because that 16 of Dylan Zulo is bad fast in that Chevy Monte Carlo, and man, oh man, we've got some new players up in the top 5. They've been near the top 5, but Aaron Thompson now in the second spot. Skylar Shippey, Tony Quadros, Nate Wenzel are going to be the top 5 as they run. Keegan Tabor going to roll off in at 6. JD Stockwell, Kyle Buck, Colin Penn, and Dominic LaFleur are going to be the top 10 as they run under caution with 35 laps to go. Find out 2x2 once again, getting ready to rock and roll as the green flag flies. Here to take lap number 43. New leader this time, the 19, Aaron Thompson, making that bottom side work. Going to clear that spot by a car length, maybe 2, getting on down into the corners. You can see Dylan Zulo still right there on his heels. Skylar Shippey holding on to that 3rd position. Tony Quadros, Nate Wenzel still side by side there for the 4th and 5th position. The 45 car of JD Stockwell, black and green machine pointed in the wrong direction. Caution flag flies once again, and we've seen many times here on VidaneTV and in the real world of action that cautions do in fact breed cautions. There you see it, 74 getting in just a little too hot to trot. Stockwell almost had it saved and then got a little bit of assistance there to continue the spin and to complete the spin. Caution flag flies for the 45 car on lap number 45. We can tell you with 28 laps to go, now 27 laps to go. We did start this race. Everybody's got that set of sticker tires. Say that's 9 times fast. Down on pit road for this race that they can use at any time if they do in fact choose to. But I can tell you right now, doesn't look like anybody has. Dylan Zulo may have come down early on here. It looks like the last time he was on pit road was out. He might have just crossed the line. So it looks like everybody's out there on their original set of tires that they used for qualifying. The pace truck off pit road, or off to the safety of pit road, as we get rolling into turns 3 and 4. Once again, going to take that green flag here at Slinger. Oh, that clean air pays off in a big way for that number 19 car as he's able to pull away. Aaron Thompson now clear by 2, clear by 3 car lengths. Over the side-by-side battle now for second. Dylan Zulo in the 16Z for the first part of this race. Absolutely on rails. Chewing all the way around this racetrack. You can see now the top 3 get it sorted out. This 51 machine of Skylar Shippey all over the back bumper now of the 16. Gets a little bit loose there. And you can see the tire pressure still kind of low on this one. A little squirrely in behind. How about a little 3-wide action here with 22 laps to go? Oh, the 12 car gets shot. The 52 car sent on around as well. Caution. Tony Quadro's getting caught up in it as well, it appears. Yellow flag flies with 21 laps to go. We can back that up just a little bit more with the old replay box. U-House Racing Designs instant replay on tap. There you can see just some close racing there. The 03 gets a little squirrely. The 52 gets a little squirrelier. And it's almost like they all tried to come back into the same lane at the same time and sent a couple of cars around. So the good news there, just a couple of lazy spins. There weren't really many big hits in that one. It will, in fact, give the drivers an opportunity to potentially come down and get that set of sticker tires that they've got down on pit road. But I mean, at this point in the race, with less than 20 laps to go, do you really want to risk that? I mean, I would say if you're in the back of the pack, sure, nothing left to lose at that point. The tires don't cost you nothing. But we will see indeed. So tough to pass around this quarter mile racetrack here at Slinger up in Wisconsin, home of Culver's. Big fan of Culver's. If you haven't had the opportunity, definitely go check out Culver's. And I'm not just saying that. They don't sponsor us. They should, because I would definitely like one of those concrete mixer ice cream things before every show. I think that'd be kind of neat. But I don't even get that in the real shows. So I don't know. We'll work on our contracts here at VidaneTV. Definitely need an ice cream sponsor. I think that'd be pretty cool. Lights out in the iRacing pace truck, lined up 2x2 all the way through. This is going to get intense. We've seen with last week, we had some restart games that these drivers trying to pick it up, but the race director's coming out and saying no games on the restart. Big rules clarification that came out in big, bold red letters that these drivers had to go through and read and agree to before they got into the cars here tonight. Green flag flying once again, 16, now 15 laps to go as they cross the stripe. Aaron Thompson using that clean air to get around this racetrack, still staying in front of that side-by-side battle. Skylar Shippey doing everything he can in that 51 to get around the 16Z with 14 laps to go. Caution. JD Stockwell in that 45 car not having the night that he was looking for here at Slinger. Scored in the 19th position. First car, 1 lap down. We'll take a peek at the U-House Racing Designs instant replay. There you can see it's just going for the same piece of real estate once again. Hard racing towards the back of the pack. And you can see just how hard he's racing with that shot of the brake rotors there. Cherry red, as it were. So JD going to rejoin the tail end of the field. You can see missing some sheet metal on that machine, but going to see what he can do here in the final 13 laps. He is currently the first car 1 lap down. See what he can do here in the final 13 laps. He is currently the first car 1 lap down. Lights off in the iRacing pace truck. We're lined up 2x2 once again. Gonna get that restart with 10, count them, 10 laps to go. And this is gonna be a banger for sure. Pace truck already off to the safety of pit road. Green flag flying from Barney in the flag stand. Aaron Thompson doing everything he can to try and get up and try and block both lanes. Both lanes are there. Zulo on the outside. Shippey down on the bottom side, sending it from the 16 of Zulo. The 03 car has to check up, so does the 5. They get it all sorted out. Everybody keeps going in the right direction. Lots of sheet metal banging and beating and banging on each other. There's cars banging all over this racetrack. This is absolutely insanity. This is what you expect with short track racing as they're 3-4 wide yellow flag flies. That's going to give us an opportunity to at least get caught up on what just happened. There were about 6 different moves on 8 different race cars there, and it's just calamity, as it were. But we'll back that up, take a peek here at the U-House Racing Designs. We're going to go all the way back to the restart, and we're going to focus in from the blimp on about mid-pack or so, because there's about where the calamity started. We're going to focus on that 03 car up top. There you can see the side-by-side battle for second. There's a little bit of contact. There's a little bit more contact. Slides on back to 5 checks up. He gets down to the bottom. Everything good there, but then you've got 6 race cars going for the same piece of real estate, and they all want the one that's up front, so they're beating and banging on each other. Everything looked A-okay there, and then it just seems the caution flag came out after. Oh, there we see the 17 car came around, or the 74 car of DeCourcy came on around. So we'll back that up one more time. I'm not quite sure I agree with that. We'll take a quick peek at it. The 74 car comes down and around. The 43 gets a little squirrely. There you can see hits the outside wall and then proceeds to drive through the infield. And there you have it, folks. Your bonehead move of the race by, let's make sure we get the spelling right, Jimmy DeCourcy. There you go. We'll take a peek back towards the front of the field. Gonna get them all doubled up, ready to rock and roll once again here. The pace truck is off. We are lined up 2 by 2. Gonna get that restart with 3 laps to go. Great restart by Thompson. Great start by Shippey as well. The 51 car all the way on the outside as we've got a car around in the back of the field. Caution flag flies once again, and that's large. There are a handful of drivers caught up in this one. We'll back up to U-House Racing Designs instant replay and find out just what went down here to put us under caution. Going to give us another attempt here. Oh, we're going to have to back that up one more button push. All the way back to the replay. Going to take a peek, from the restart rather. Going to take a look at it from the blimp. You can almost see the entire track up from this blimp. There you can see the 03 getting a little caught up. They get squirrely and sideways up towards the front, and unfortunately at that point there's really nowhere to go. Track was blocked, and great job by some of the drivers getting on through that calamity. A couple of drivers getting a little piece of the action there as well, but once again gives us an opportunity at a green-white checkered, and we've seen some great restarts from Aaron Thompson throughout the evening. He's led a bunch of laps throughout the night here as well, but man, Skylar Shippey in that 51 car, very, very strong on that last restart. Got to figure he is going to be a factor in this one for sure. Green, green, green for what could be the final restart of the evening. Single file up front. Popsicle sticks, 2 laps to go. Oh, big wrecking up in behind. Do we get the white flag? We do. Final lap here. Going to race all the way around Slinger Speedway. Aaron Thompson doing everything he can to potentially hold off Skylar Shippey for the last set of corners. Does indeed. Going to side-by-side battle for third. Aaron Thompson going to go home with the victory. Man, oh man, Skylar Shippey going to come home second. Dylan Zulo going to finish in third. And, oh, we are stacking them up in turns 3 and 4. Big-time calamity. Great racing here from these guys in the Turn 4 Podcast Winter iRacing League. We're going to get caught up with the top 3 drivers in this one momentarily. We'll take a look at the finishing results here. And, again, you can follow along at home by scanning that QR code or visiting VidaneTV/scoring. There you can see a little burnout action from Aaron Thompson in the 19 car, and we'll see if we can get caught up with these top 3 drivers. And get their sights and sounds and opinions on what went down here tonight. And we're going to catch up with Skylar Shippey. Lots of 51 fans at the track here at Slinger here tonight, and putting on a show, making it way up into the second spot. Skylar, talk to us. Great run here tonight.
Yeah, that was a way better race than I was expecting for Slinger here, but I'm pretty happy with where we finished. I'm running with what I'm pretty sure is a broken right hand that has a sling on it right now, so I won't complain about a second. That'll be good for points.
I'm putting the sling and Slinger. Let's go. How about it? Got to give you an opportunity, Skylar. We know each and every week you're on here. Lots of fans for the 51 car. Who gets you to and from the virtual racetrack?
Slum Rocky, Northeast Home Restorations, UNOH, and Perkins, and anyone out there watching.
Solid second place finish here, even with a broken wing. How about it? Skylar Shippey going to finish in second. A little bit further, I say a little bit further on down pit road. That's what I love about this series. You guys park right on the start-finish line. I don't have to go anywhere. This is perfect. Going to talk to our third place driver, Dylan Zulo. Dylan, you led a whole bunch of laps there. Almost all of them up in the front, probably 2/3 of the race. What did you need to keep that lead in the final closing laps?
Probably to not spin the lap car and screw myself, I guess. To the green flag run that we were having, that was really good, but I just couldn't hold off Aaron on the restarts. He was just too good, had me predicted. I made it too predictable for him, and just couldn't hold it off. And then hit a wrecked car on the front stretch, which didn't do too hot for the car, but still salvaged out of it.
Heck of a street stock battle here at Slinger, coming home with the podium finish. Good points night here as well. Anybody out there watching, who gets you to and from the virtual track?
Oh, Zula Fabrication and Chassis, Wenzel Photography, Jeans Ford and Chevy Services, FW Web Company, AEC Heating and Cooling. Yeah, and all the family that helps me out through the regular season.
Putting on a show here tonight and coming home with a solid finish. P3 for Dylan Zulo. Dylan, congratulations. And just a little bit closer to that start-finish line. Going to catch up with tonight's winner, Aaron Thompson. Aaron, a great set of restarts towards the back portion of the race. And we got to ask, race officials came out with that big, bold, bright red notice that, we're not playing games on restarts. Did you have to change anything on your restart? Did you do anything in practice differently before tonight's race, or did you kind of go out and send it like last week?
I didn't really feel like I did anything wrong last week. I just rolled into the box a little faster and took off at the same time, but apparently they thought it was an unfair advantage, so I got robbed of one, but I'm 2 for 2 in my book. So,
and that's what it's all about, coming home and showing what you got, showing why you belong, and showing why that 19 car belongs in victory lane. Hell of a race here tonight, Aaron. Got to give you an opportunity to thank anybody that's on the car, anybody that's out there watching, who gets you to and from the track.
Yeah, Heat Race Heroes, Race EPI, and all my family out there watching, Leanne, Kim, Nick, my brother, my mom, really anybody out there supporting me.
Solid race here tonight. Impressive victory, 2 for 2, technically, for the 19 car. Solid win here at Slinger. And that's going to do it here for us for this evening. We are back on the airwaves tomorrow night for the NEP Super Truck Series. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to try and figure out how to do that from Virginia International Raceway. But thank you guys so much for tuning in here tonight. We'll catch you on the flip side. And when we do, we are going to be doing it live.